So problem number 1 says, sugar is poured from the box into a sugar bowl. The rubbing of the sugar grains causes an electrostatic charge that repels the grains and causes sugar to go flying out of it in all directions. If 2 sugar grains each acquire a charge of 3 times 10 to the negative 11 coulombs at a separation distance of 8 times 10 to the 5th meters, with what force will they repel each other? All right, so let's write down first what we know. We know, and they've told us, that each charge is 3 times 10 to the negative 11 coulombs. Okay, so Q1 and Q2 are both going to get 3 times 10 to the negative 11. We can put the 1 and 2 there so that, you know. We also know they tell us that the separation distance, the R between them, is 8 times 10 to the negative 5 meters. And they would like to know how much force is being applied between them. So you've got your calculators, and you can do this out, and the calculator will do it. I'm also going to show you a way that you can do it in your head, that you don't have to necessarily have a calculator, or your head can get you there 95% of the way at least. Okay? So we know that F, if we want to find that force, is equal to K Q1 times Q2 over R squared. So I'm going to plug in everything that I have. I know that K is equal to 9 times 10 to the 9th, always. So anytime I see K, I plug in 9 times 10 to the 9th. I know that Q1 is 3 times 10 to the negative 11. And I know that Q2 is also 3 times 10 to the negative 11. And R squared is going to be 8 times 10 to the negative 5th squared. Okay. So from here, you can just plug it all in your calculator and go. And you should get a pretty quick answer. Or we can do it in our dome. We can do it in our brain, and we can figure it all out. So when we have numbers that are in scientific notation, it's very easy to just do the work in your head. As long as the numbers are nice, you can do the work in your head. All right? When we're multiplying them, we multiply the coefficients and we add the exponents. When they're being divided, we divide the coefficients and we subtract the exponents. All right? So what does that look like? So for these two numbers right here, 9 times 3, 27. The times 10 goes along for the ride. And we're going to add the the exponent. So we get 9 plus negative 11, which is negative 2. And then we're left with 3 times 10 to the negative 11th. We'll leave that till the next line. Now, 8 times 10 to the negative 5th squared is 8 times 10 to the negative 5 times 8 times 10 to the negative 5, right? So what's 8 times 8? 64. All right, so we got 64 times 10. Now, negative 5 plus negative 5. Negative 10, right? Good. All set? All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we need to multiply these two numbers. So 27 times 3 is 81. And then negative 2 plus negative 11 is what? Negative 13. Okay. And then we get 64 times 10 to the negative 10 over here. Oops, I put the 4 in. So we've multiplied everything together now. We've got 81 times 10 to the negative 13 divided by 64 times 10 to the negative 10. Now we need to divide them. Okay? So we're going to divide the coefficients and subtract the exponents. All right? So that then means we've got 81 divided by 64, which is 1.27, or 1.265. Okay? Then times 10. And now it's negative 13 minus negative 10. Negative 3 newtons.